Yeah, I was nervous it wouldn't look. Cause I saw some pictures online and it didn't look natural like as mine does. You know what I mean? I mean, that's because I saw some terrible ones online. Saw some good ones, so I mean, I was unsure to be honest. And so like when I was bald, like, I'm gonna rearrange my hat, like, see my bald head and whatever. But now it's like, okay, dope, like I'll rock it like crooked, it's cool, like I have hair, you know what I mean? The way you feel fresh, like you know when you get ready to go out, and if you're bald, you're like kind of like, alright, whatever, like, yeah, so it feels like you're able to be like, oh cool, like I got plans this weekend or whatever, you can go get a haircut, get fresh. If someone doesn't know me, they don't know. It's the same thing as like, you know when you lose your hair and you meet someone new and you feel like they're looking at my bald head. So like the first interaction after I got my head done, I was like, I had that same feeling, but when it was all good, I was like, oh okay, like after that it's straight, like you know what I mean? Like I didn't have that feeling anymore. Who to trust to do it that would give me the result that looks how I want it to look. Because I've known you as a barber for so long, and then also known you as an artist for so long, I'm like, okay, like this is the perfect guy, because for it to look right, you need to have like someone like just drawing a line on you. Like it has to look natural, it has to look good. So like knowing you and your background, like that's what I'm like, okay, so I trust you to do this. You know what I mean? Like there's no one else I can think of. Because every single person is gonna be different, right? The whole barbering aspect of it too is like you know how it's supposed to look. Like the way you look at things, you know what I mean? Like that type of vision. So I had like an easy communication like that, like having the same vision for the end product. The second session is when I was like, I'm pumped, like I'm into it, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, cool, like I want this to heal so I can, like, cause I feel, you almost feel like you, cause you're coming from like having nothing, you almost feel like you don't need a third session. No one that didn't know me bald hasn't said anything because they don't notice. But my sister, who obviously knows me bald, like doesn't notice anymore. So like the first comment was like, wow, it looks amazing. But then after that, it's like, it was forgotten. I mean, every time you look in the mirror for like a week, you're like, well, yeah, you feel different, right? Not having met someone and then meeting them for the first time, they have no idea. So I think it was even after the second session, I went out on a date with a girl. She never knew me bald. Second session, never said a word about my hair. Woke up the next day, never said a word about my hair. She didn't notice anything. Like, yeah, she had no idea. It's weird because you're not used to that, right? Like, you going on a date with someone new, first time, whatever, and you're bald. She looking at my head, she this and that. It's like, that was like, I didn't even think about it. I was not surprised. I was shook, man. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Man, professionalism on point. I didn't have to worry, like I said before, like your creativity. So like just being like that trustworthy. I love the shop. It was chill, you know, vibes, music, whatever. So it was pretty relaxed. But I didn't feel like a rush client. You know what I mean? It felt just like, oh, okay, cool, like we're doing this thing together. So that's the thing, like after the first session when I was nervous and I would DM you or text you or whatever, you're like, you have all the answers for me. Like, you know what I mean? Reassurance, but like, don't worry, like second session, it's gonna be like this, it's gonna be like that. And then like questions when I ask you about like healing or what I have to do or like the oil to apply, like, you know what I mean? You're on the ball with all that. If you're thinking about it, you should do it. There shouldn't be a hesitation. Like you're nervous and whatever, but the end result and the end product is 100%. It's worth it, man. I tell them just do it. You gotta do it. You gotta try it. Trust the process.